Hi there, it's Ivy. Today I have another tutorial using Merit Beauty. I have a previous one that I'll link below if you want to watch that too. But this one has some products from their La Fete collection. So this has 5 Merit products in it. It is an amazing little gift set. We've got their Volumizing Brow Gel. This is clear. We've got this new product here, which is the Instant Glow Serum. We've got the Clean Lash Mascara. We have the Merit lipstick and Aperitif, and then we have, there we go. We have the highlighter, and that is in the shade Bounce. That's the Day Glow Highlighting Balm. So these 5 products come in this set. I love the box. I love the burnt orange, so it like slides in like this. Looks very nice, very giftable. And this was sent to me by Merit for the purpose of creating this video. And I will have an affiliate link below, so just FYI. We're gonna start out by applying the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. Yeah, that's what it's called. So it's got oil in there, so I shook it up first. I'm gonna put like 2 pumps in my hand. I have really dry skin. I'm gonna press it in. It doesn't really have much of a smell. I don't think it's scented at all. I have really dry skin and it's winter and we have the heat on and I'm on hydroquinone and tretinoin. So I can always overdo the hydration. I'm not too worried this would be too dewy for me. But if you're somebody that's got oily skin, you're not gonna want as much of this. And I'm pressing versus rubbing. I already have my skincare on. So this is kind of just to add that extra layer of glow. So I already own the Merit Perfecting Complexion Sticks. I have 2 colors. I have cream and a crew. I need both colors to make the right shade for me, and also like I use a lighter one under my eyes. I'm gonna use the lighter one on my eyelids too as an eyelid primer. So I'm gonna just put a little dot on each lid and blend that in. I'm using this just to cancel out that discoloration on my eyelids. I have pretty veiny lids. And I did just tweeze my eyebrows today, so I probably have some redness up here too. Since I last filmed a makeup tutorial, I've become quite ambidextrous. So I have tendonitis in my right wrist. That's because I'm a makeup artist and I also work with a computer mouse, and then my whole life prior to that, I was always drawing and sketching. So I'm not surprised I have it. But what I've noticed is I instinctively will start using my non-dominant hand more to do things because I'm kind of trying to give my right wrist a break. And in doing that, like I've been able to do a lot more with my left hand. So fun little bonus of tendonitis. Great. Next I'm taking the Bounce Day Glow highlighter stick. This is not super shimmery. I'll try to give you a peek there. It looks like it would be, right? But it is that really pretty more wet shine than like a shimmery sparkly shine. I'm going to use this as a highlighter, but I'm also going to use it as an underpinning glow too. If I had foundation on, I wouldn't use the stick on my skin directly because it's going to pick some of it up, but I don't have anything but that serum on. So I'm actually going to draw this onto the high points and press it in so that we have that really realistic glow within. So we're going to highlight below and on top, because why not? I'm going to use it on the brow bone. If you have very hooded eyes, you might not want to do this because what that would do is actually bring this forward. If you want to do it, just put like a little dot at the highest point of your brow, or your brow. And I like to do like a little bit above too, draw some eyes upwards. But yeah, I really like this highlighter. I love the texture. The shade isn't too silvery or too gold. It's just a really easy to work with highlighter. So I've got my 2 complexion perfecting sticks here. I've got my 2 shades. Now, if you have oily to normal skin, you can draw these on and then buff it out. Like I said, I feel like when I draw stick products on my dry skin, it's still really hard to move them around. I think that Instant Glow Serum is gonna make that a lot easier, but I don't usually like stick products drawn on my face. So I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna take my hand here. I'm gonna draw the colors on my hand, and then I'm going to work off of my hand as a palette. And what that's gonna do, it's going to let me like custom mix a little better. My hands, body warmth is going to warm the product up. And this is just an easier way for me to work with stick products. So you can also draw them right onto the brush, but I kind of want to mix back and forth, so I'm doing it like that. And look, I even have the Merit brush, which I love. This is a really great complexion brush. So see how much better this is? I just feel like I get a lot further, quicker by doing this hand palette method with stick products. I mean, I've already done like half my face now, and if I had like drawn it on and then was trying to like maneuver it, just wouldn't have worked as well. So going back to our shades here. So if you follow me on Instagram or you watched the last uploaded video, you know that I recently had a Moxie laser. So if you are just coming back like I am, haven't watched a beauty tutorial of mine in a while, you probably noticed that I don't have the melasma I once had, which is kind of crazy. So it's going to change the amount of complexion products I use. It's going to change where I put them. As you notice right now, I'm mostly concentrating on like the more red areas of my face. I have a zit there, but I'm not going to really put much up there. Not like I used to. Just crazy. Okay, so got a little bit more for the nose and the forehead, and then I will, I don't know, I might draw it on for the concealer part, but what you can't see me doing, I'm just continually adding the 2 different shades to my hand and then just dipping back in. Obviously, you know, you're gonna have to wash your hands after you do this, so just make sure before you leave the house that you do wash all the product off your hand, or you might put a coat on and get it all over your coat. I know that because I've done it. Okay, so I am keeping away from the center of my forehead. There's a reason for that. So I just turned 39, which means that, you know, I don't use Botox. So I have lines there, natural expression lines. And if you put a bunch of product onto a line or, you know, a wrinkle, let's just call it what it is, it's going to settle into it. So I'm avoiding the areas that I don't want the product to settle. Like right here, the 11s, I'm literally gonna just do what's left on there. I don't need a lot of coverage there, luckily. So like, I'm not gonna dump a bunch of product on a place that could get that product in it, right? All right, for the under eye area, I'll probably still use both colors, you know, the lighter and the darker. So I will just draw this on. So we'll put like the darker one right there to kind of cancel out the bluish tones, and then a little bit of the lighter one. For this, I'm gonna just use my fingers, because your fingers, you know, they're already warm. They're gonna warm up that product. Look up, so you make sure you get it right under the lash line. Don't rub, just pat. And yeah, this will make the product kind of melt into your skin a little better, especially when it's cold out, right? So when you're cold, you don't have that natural body heat to like make your product spread better, right? So this is their volumizing pomade, and I have a brown shade of this, but they recently sent me the clear, which works out well because I just tinted my eyebrows, so they don't really need any color. I'm just gonna use this to fluff them up and lay the hairs in place. So as you can see, I'm just going along, and the beauty of a clear brow gel, though I do love tinted ones, is that you're not gonna have to worry about getting it on your skin, right? So because it's clear, I can just kind of brush up. It's probably getting outside the brow hairs, and that's totally okay. I don't have to do any cleanup. This is the Merit Clean Lash Mascara. I've used this before. I really like this mascara. This is a little mini, but that's what the full-size brush looks like that too. This is probably one of the best clean mascaras that actually stays on. So I've tried a lot of clean mascaras that they're fine, but they are super smudgy. This one actually lasts. So if you want to try a clean mascara, but you have oily lids, or you just find that they smudge, try Clean Lash, because it's a really good one. And as you can see, it's really buildable. So I'm able to like kind of, you know, just keep brushing through until I get my lashes how I want, but they're not getting clumpy or, you know, too thick, which I don't like. I don't really like thickening. I just kind of want separation and length. So just, this is going to be a very simple look. You know, I don't have any liner on, no eyeshadow. We just did the Perfecting Complexion Stick on the lids, but that's because, you know, I'm trying to stay true to Merit. I don't have a Merit eye product. I don't even think they have an eye product, do they? No. So I'm just trying to do an all Merit tutorial. Okay, the next part's gonna be very fun because we're gonna introduce some color. So this is a Merit lipstick. Let's see, what do they call it? Signature Lip. The packaging's so pretty, so I'll show you that before I open it. Hi, there we go. Okay, it's upside down, but you get the gist, right? Okay, so you open it. This is the shade Aperitif, and it is a orangey red, which is my favorite kind of red. I love it. And so I'm going to use this as lipstick. Yes, I'm also going to use it as cheek color. So let's apply it to our lips first, and I'll show you the color. So hopefully you can see it's like that beautiful tomato red. It's not a blue-based red. So if you're a blue-based red fan, just know this is more in the orangey red family. Now, I'm not gonna use lip liner. I want this to be really effortless looking. So you're not gonna do a too perfect of a lip. I'm actually gonna use my fingers to kind of blot it down. Like this. I don't know, I'm using my middle finger and I'm sorry about that. Okay, this is also a good way to wear it if you're like, oh, it's really bright. So just like blot it down, right? Then take that and put it on your cheeks while you blot it off. And it's gonna match. It's gonna look really cohesive because it's literally the same color. This is one of my favorite things to do after I'm done doing someone's makeup is I'll literally take what's left on my palette from their lip color and like add it to their cheeks, and it just pulls everything together. So, you know, I don't wanna keep taking color off my mouth. So I'm actually gonna take the lipstick and do my little hand palette thing in. I'm just gonna draw it right onto my hand. And I'm gonna just dip my Merit brush into that and show you that if you don't wanna use your fingers, you want a little more control, dip a brush into there. But yeah, it's a really pretty like winter flushed cheek. I think it looks really natural. I love using lip color as a cream blush because essentially it's kind of the same thing. I love cheek color, so I'm gonna put a little bit more on, but you can stop here if you want. All right, we've got our highlighter back out. Now that I've got the cheek color on, I'm literally just drawing this onto my fingertips so that I can add one little last cheekbone highlight on top of the blush we just made. Re-highlight there. You could put it on your lips too if you want. I don't really like shimmer on my lips, so I'm not sure why I did that, but I'm just letting you know, it's an option. It's available to you. So we've got this flushed, very dewy cheek. I think it looks healthy. Now at this point, if you feel like this is a little too dewy of a look, that's okay, because you can always powder, but I wanna show you how to powder selectively, so don't just mattify your whole face. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, and I've got one of these little powder puffs. You can get these on Amazon. I'll link it below because they really are handy. They're triangular, so the triangle shape is great for getting right up under your eye. So I loaded it up with some powder, and I'm gonna press, make sure there's no crease there. Make this into like a little taco shape almost. So like if your finger is the ingredients of the taco. So there it is, it's inside. Look up and press it into that under eye area. So same thing on the other eye. Like I said 1,000 times, I have dry skin, but I do think it helps to set the under eye area because that will be prone to creasing. All right, so we set our under eye area. Now take this, reload, and maybe do like right here, because this is an area where a matte texture is going to minimize pores. So as you can see, the matte side's not highlighting the pores as much. So I'll do it right here. And also, you know, you have more oil glands kind of in the center of your face anyway. So this center is where your makeup's going to wear away faster. So I do like to press it in here, minimize the appearance of lines. Chin, just because, you know, when you're eating and stuff, you're probably gonna get a little wear away there. And nose, because I don't really like my nose looking sweaty. So mainly the center of my face, I mattified that. So now I still have the dew here. You know, when I turn my face in the light, you still see it, but you know, I'm not completely shiny and sweaty looking. All right, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial featuring the Merit Beauty La Fete edition, and I hope that it was helpful if you are considering some Merit products, but you wanted to see them in action. And like I said, check out my other video if you want to see a few more of them. My overall thoughts, I really have been happy with everything I've tried from Merit Beauty. I always am like a little hesitant with the clean beauty brands because, you know, at this point, it's still not a regulated term, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I am more like, great, it's clean, but does the product work? Is it easy to work with? Because if it's not, and it doesn't give you the result you're looking for, it really doesn't matter if it's clean or not. You might as well use nothing. But they do work. They work great. I love the Clean Lash Mascara because it's one of the best clean mascaras I've tried for longevity. Love that lip shade. The highlighter is really beautiful and dewy. The complexion sticks, when applied how I applied them in this video, work really well for me. And that new serum, I love an oily serum like that. So I'm definitely going to continue priming my skin with that throughout the winter because I feel like it's exactly what my skin was asking for. And their brow gel works really well too. So I've been impressed with Merit Beauty. I'm thankful to them for sending me this collection so that I could try more of their products. And I'm thankful to you too for sitting here and watching this video. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.